YouTube, welcome back, man. Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to another reaction video. If you're new to the channel, like I said in all my other videos, if you can make it past 2 to 3 minutes, make sure you hit that like button. If you can make it past 5, make sure you subscribe. I got me a slogan for we out of here, dog. We out of here. I got me a whole slogan. Y'all tell me if y'all like the slogan or not. If it's corny, is it, you know what I mean? I don't know. Because it just really, I just freestyled it, though, to be serious, though. But we got another law and crime video. We got two famous TikTokers. I guess they're famous because they keep coming up on my timeline on TikTok about an incident that happened a year ago where the boyfriend shot the girlfriend in the head. Excuse me, after a heated argument. So we're gonna get into it. I made a video before this, right? Like I said, this just came across my timeline. I made a video probably like an hour ago. And I was like, damn, I was wondering like where was the police report and everything doing the video, right? So today is April 22nd. Y'all can see that? April 22nd, bro. And the police report has came out. So in the wise words of Whack 100, we got the content, man. Let's get into it. Give y'all this little backstory of what's going on.
You want to marry me? Yeah. Are you asking me to marry you right now? You gonna marry me? Yes. We're married. Okay. I'm just playing, but I never been there, sorry. I love you, though. I love you. I like to wake up in the morning, roll up and look at you and be like, damn.
But now he's behind bars.
Now, I don't know much about the Dino dude. Like I said, I don't really know too much about either one of them. I did a little bit of research, bro, because I was like, man, this story is crazy. Because they keep trying to say it's an accident, and he's out of jail, and he's back living with the shorty. So I'm like, yeah, it must have really been an accident. But then it don't make sense because some people in the car are saying it's an accident. Some people are saying it's not an accident. But that video they just showed y'all was them basically trying to pay the image of him. Letting y'all kind of know what type of guy he is. He just blatantly embarrassed her. But they do TikTok, so you never know if it's a play or not. But me not really knowing what they type time they on, I'm just looking at it as like, hey, I could see what they're trying to paint him as to be a bad guy. You know what I mean? So let's get into it, man.
Accused of shooting her in the face.
When we look at that individual, those individuals in the social media.
Pardon me, I'm kind of sick.
Highlights of what's going on. Oh, we're happy here. We're going on dates and doing things of that nature, and you just don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Ladarius Brownlee, known online as Dino, chronicled his romantic life and relationship with his girlfriend Saida Hashimi, known online as Zara. The duo, under the username of Dino and Zara, raked more than 150,000 followers on TikTok, and some of their videos massed millions of views. While the two appeared,
and that's so crazy, right? That's so crazy because it's like, when it comes to these social media relationships, these YouTubers, these TikTokers, these Instagrams that try to paint this facade that they're having just the best relationship in the world, and people kind of buy into it, which is so crazy. Like, and behind closed doors, you never really know what they got going on, bruh. You never really know if they've been mentally or physically abused on both sides. But when that camera cut on and hit record, I would rather you do this right here, bro. If you're a TikToker or a YouTuber in a relationship and you going through it with your girl until everything is peaches and cream, bro, don't get back on no camera, bro. Don't be trying to fake it, bro. Especially if you're in a toxic, abusive relationship, because you have some people out here that really be buying that y'all really is peaches and cream, bro. Not me. I never really bought into the YouTube and TikTok relationships, though. You never know. You know what I'm saying? I never wanted to be like anybody else, but I know there's people out there that be doing that. They be looking at those relationships like, oh man, why can't we be like such and such? You know what I mean? It's like, bro. The couples that I have because I watch a lot of YouTube, the couples that I have seen, bro, I don't even think they together no more.
Couple Trouble was brewing behind the scenes, as investigators say a heated argument after a holiday celebration would lead to tragedy. According to the Flower Mound Police Department, the shooting stemmed from a heated argument as the couple were walking home from a 4th of July Independence Fest held in a local park. The fight reportedly turned physical. Then they got into their car, driving less than 3 miles away from the park. When Brownlee stopped the car, he pulled out a tan Glock firearm from the driver's door pocket and allegedly shot Zara in the face above her right eye.
I mean, anytime you hear a story such as that, it's going to be just astounding to where you are just taken aback. That any person can be charged with such a heinous crime. That is something that is definitely intentional. So there's
She must got some hands though.
Be intentional about that action,
and she must got some hands. Imagine she did that. Imagine what she would do to somebody her size if she got off on him like that. She got off. She must have got off on dude. Like, Buddy looked like he got into a fight with a grown man, bro. Like what? Shorty must got some hands on him.
Discovered the 28-year-old lying on the ground outside of the car. Brownlee was still on the scene when officers arrived and arrested without incident.
Shooting someone really at any point is something that takes a lot of gumption from any person, right? But when you are right at the person's face, you're seeing them eye to eye, having eye contact, that takes more than anything in the world. Again, we go back to intentionality with something like that. And so this individual in this particular case was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I'm surprised it wasn't
attempted murder. Because, bro, you literally shot that girl in the face in close proximity. Like, what could the argument have been over for me to pull my gun out on my shorty, though? That's what I'm saying. She must really got some hand. Bro, let me get off that because that's not really nothing to be. Because I'm about to read this police report and it's about to be ridiculously, bro. It's ridiculous to see what type of relationship they been had, bro. Like, you could tell they been had like a real toxic relationship, bro. Like, super toxic relationship, though. But what could you have been arguing over for you to reach for your gun on your shorty, though? Like, because it said y'all got into a heated argument, a physical argument. So it's like y'all already have both put hands on each other. So did she beat you up or something? You just like, you didn't want to like I don't know. I don't get that, bro.
Honestly, because it's just that it rises to that level, and I wouldn't be surprised if they increased it to that charge.
Texas-based criminal defense attorney Bridget Williams explains he now faces a lengthy sentence behind bars.
If he's convicted of the aggravated assault with a deadly weapon because there's a dating relationship, then again, that makes it a first-degree felony. And so he could be facing anywhere between no less than 5 years in prison, no more than 99 years in prison. And so if he's facing that, then it would definitely be a first-degree felony charge. I wouldn't be surprised if he maybe even takes a plea agreement on something like this because he's given 2 confessions, I believe, one in an 911 call and then also to investigators at a later time.
Zara was rushed to the hospital after the shooting as she sustained life-threatening injuries. And at this time, her condition is unclear. But a police spokesperson would tell WFAA...
She survived. So this is the thing. She survived. So he's not going to get hit with no murder charge because she survived. Thank God that she survived. She just... I think in the video she said she has like her part of her skull is missing. She having like multiple surgeries and everything like that. She's still trying to get back to her normal self, of course. You could tell in some of the videos she's struggling to talk. So you know that she had like a reset where she had to learn how to talk, walk, and you know what I mean, do the normal things that normal people that take for granted. You know what I mean? She had to relearn how to do those things though. Along with her boyfriend that shot her in the head, still living with her. He was one of the videos I seen, bro. He was in the background playing a game, bro. And then she makes multiple videos. Like, she goes online a lot. And then she kind of like, she reads all the comments. And of course, there's a lot of hate comments because people are starting to notice that you're back with them. And you're lying to the police saying it was an accident. Trying to cover it up for him. But it's like, yo, shorty, you don't need to be with nobody like that though, bruh. I know right now you're at a low point of your life because your confidence level is probably at an all-time low right now. You probably don't even... All love is good love for you right now until you come into the realization to get back on your feet and realize that, hey, there's no way you would want to go through this again, and there's no way to be certain that he won't do this again to you. It just won't. You know what I mean? You kept it silent. You ain't tell. You said it was an accident. I still think the cops are still gonna charge him with it. He gonna do some type of time. Do I want him to do some time? I don't rush jail on nobody, but I don't know, brother. I don't understand why you would pull a weapon out on your girl. I don't get it.
Says she'll likely remain in the hospital for quite some time.
For
Jail
sure.
records show Brownlee faces charges including aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and deadly conduct discharging a firearm. But Williams explains those charges could change if Zara's condition takes a turn for the worst.
Whenever a person is charged immediately, sometimes the police department will charge the person with something that they know that they can prove. In this particular instance, the person is being charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Okay, we know
What?
that he assaulted her. It was aggravated because there was a weapon that was involved. It's a deadly weapon. That's a pretty much straightforward case there, right? And normally that charge is going to be a second-degree felony. However, when there is a dating relationship or a family type of relationship that's involved, it enhances that charge to a first-degree felony. So aggravated assault with a deadly weapon with a dating relationship, now he's being charged with a first-degree felony. And then in addition to that, the discharge of a firearm within a municipality, that is a misdemeanor case in Texas. And so he has 2 charges right now. Now, however, I would not be surprised if they increase that charge to attempted murder if this young lady survives. If she passes away, then of course I believe he'll be charged with murder. In Texas, we only have first degree murder. Then we also have like manslaughter and things of that nature go down from there. But here it's murder. And
But let's get into the content though, because we got the paperwork today. We literally got the paperwork, but that is kind of that's just a wild situation to be in. She's probably has lost a lot of support from her family, close friends that care about her because she's just really going through it. And for you to go back to the guy who shot you in the head and kind of altered your life, and he doesn't even seem remorseful of it though. Like he's saying it's an accident, but it's like certain things you do. It's like this. If you cheat on your shorty or something, you get caught cheating or something, or you know what I mean, you kind of go out your way to show that, hey, I am sorry for this. It was a mistake. You buy her gifts, take her out to eat, always there for her. You know what I mean? Maybe let her go through your phone or something. You change though. He got on camera and it just seemed like he didn't really like. It was like, bro, I'm not really worried about what y'all talking about. Like, I don't owe no explanation to y'all. It was an accident. If it wasn't an accident, I wouldn't be out. But I'm like, not judging by this police report. But I seen this police report on TikTok, and this shit is really small. But I'm gonna try to read it out to y'all, bro. But it says I don't really know their name like that. So if I mess their name up, cool, bro. It says Fatima, which I guess is the older sister, was back left passenger seat for the remainder of the report. They gave her an alias, Zendaya or some Zendaya. They said Zara, which is the victim, which is the girl that got shot in the head, she was in the back middle passenger seat. So she's in the middle of the joint. You dig what I'm saying? Damn, she's in the, boy, that's so close for you to be shooting her. Andrea, it says back right passenger seat. So over there, Ladarius, who was the driver, and then it's a dude named Xavier Watts, front passenger seat. So it was a guy involved in this too, and you allow your mans to do all of this? Let me read this. Because now that there's a guy involved, that's just crazy to me. It says when I arrived on the scene, the victim Zara was already being prepared for transport to Baylor Hospital in Grapevine by Flowermont Medical. So I guess this is a cop. When he said that got the report, he's saying when he arrived, Shorty was already getting, you know what I mean? So they interview the older sister or whatever the sister name, Fatima. I don't know if she's older or not. Doesn't matter. But It says her statement was after leaving the Independent Fest in Flower Mound, Zara had left the group after a verbal argument with Ladarius. They were able to locate Zara at the Kroger's at 1101 Flower Mound Road after Zara had called them and informed them of her location. While in the Kroger's parking lot, Zara and Ladarius got into a physical altercation that included both parties assaulting each other. So she left the group. That's why they saying they only drove down for 3 miles. So she left the group after they had got into the first verbal altercation and basically let them know when they was looking for her, of course, that she's down the street at the Kroger's. That's why they saying they only drove probably like 3 miles. And then that's when the incident happened. So then when they locate them in the parking lot, when they locate her in the parking lot of Kroger's, they get into a physical altercation again while there's another guy in the car. There's guys in the car just allowing her to get into a physical altercation with her boyfriend. So let me see if I can get to this. It's like super small. I can't even really read it. It says Zara and Ladarius got into a physical altercation that includes both parties assaulting each other. During the assault, they were hitting and kicking one another. Ladarius and Zara then got into the vehicle and began to drive westbound on Flower Mound Road back to the residence in Double Oak. So they got into the physical altercation. They said they was hitting and kicking one another. What? And mind you, it's a guy in the car. Are y'all scared of this dude? Because all of y'all are trying to say this is an accident. So he's a loose cannon, and y'all know he's a loose cannon. Y'all are afraid of him. What? There's no way, as my mans, I'll be sitting there and let you get off on your shorty like that. Are you crazy, dog? Are you crazy, bro? Are you crazy, bro? It's crazy. It says, while Ladarius was driving, Zara and Ladarius continued to verbally argue with one another until Ladarius started looking for his firearm. After Ladarius found his firearm, he turned around to face the passengers, pointing the firearm in Zara's direction and accidentally shoot Zara in the face. Mind you, Zara, I'm driving the vehicle, fam. Zara is literally in the middle, so he turned around like this. And just close range shot her in the face. It's not a van, this is a truck, I'm guessing. It's like 5 people, they crammed the joint. It don't matter really, but turned around and shot her dead in the face right there in close plain sight, bro. But they saying, they got quotations, it was an accident. It says, Fatima began to scream, telling Ladarius he had just shot her sister and opened the passenger door to get him to stop the vehicle. Ladarius finally stopped the vehicle, 1800 Flower Mound Road. Fatima stated that everyone then got out of the vehicle and Ladarius started to perform CPR on Zara until officers arrived on the scene. So he shot her in the face and then started to perform CPR on her. Yeah, I don't get it, fool. In my last video, bro, before I seen his paperwork, but they trying to say that the cops was lying on them. They saying that this work is not real work because they saying the cops kind of twisted the story of what they actually told the cop. And it's like, for what? The dude is out on bond. The girl survived. I don't understand. Like, unless they, the only way cops will be crooked, I feel like, if is that they're trying to catch you. So if I'm a known gang member or I got violent crimes they know and they really, really want to catch me, they'll probably pin some on me or something like that. But y'all, some innocent kids, like, come on, bro. And a girl has been shot in the head. Why would they be twisting and messing up the story then, bro? It says CPR on the scene. And it's like the damn paperwork is kind of cut off, bro. I should have found a better paperwork. It says, then interview Andrea, who is in the back right passenger seat. Interview Andrea. She gave a similar timeline of events, but added that while at the Kroger, Zara received a bloody nose during the altercation. She also stated that while searching for the gun, Ladarius stated, when I find, bro, this shit is so small. I guess he said when I find it. He said when I find this gun, I swear on my. He said I swear on my mother. After asking Andreas what she thought he meant by that, she stated that he added. She stated that she added after Ladarius shot Zara, he pointed his gun at her as well. So, bro, I'm telling you, this is so small, bro. Like I'm reading it off of like TikTok and it's like halfway cut. But after shooting Zara in the face, he then points his gun at Andreas and say, "I'll shoot you too." But this is quote unquote an accident. And he said, "I swear to God on my mom, when I find this gun," and he kind of cut it off dead. But then when the police officer asked her, "Well, what do you think he meant by when I find this gun?" and she didn't. I guess she didn't answer that. I swear on my mom. Woo woo woo. It says, added after Ladarius shot Zar, he pointed his gun at her as well. It says Fatima had splattered blood residue on her legs from her sister. Her sister being shot in the freaking head, bro. She got blood residue on her legs, bro. Bro, this is come. Oh, this is so crazy, bro. How am I just now hearing about this? It says she got blood residue on her legs, while Andrea was splattered blood residue on her hands and shirts. Obtained written witness statements for both parties. Photos of witness were also taken and uploaded via whatever that's called because it's cut off. It says both witnesses were transported to the Flower Mart Police Department in approximately 300 hours. A gunshot residue evidence collected kit was completed on Fatima by officers. So it's more paperwork, but that's all I had end up locating though. That is a crazy situation, Dino. I really don't got no rap for you, shorty. Like I don't know. You just gotta do that time, bro. If it come down to that, you just gotta do that time, bro. You kind of wilding. You probably need anger management. You know what I mean? Or something like that, bro. You are a grown man. You're 29 years old and you're acting like that out of emotion. You're pointing your weapon at your girl. And you, Xavier, you deserve the same treatment, folks. If I was in y'all town, if y'all was my homies, bro. If y'all was my homies, it'd be up for y'all, though, gang. If y'all was my mans, Xavier and Dino, it'll be up for you niggas, though, bro. All y'all would have to see about me, folks. I don't know, because I don't know, bro. Like, I know females be manipulative and they be doing things and throwing rocks and hiding hands. I get it, bro. But as a man, though, and I hate to be like so contradicting and so like stereotypical when you say, hey, females are allowed to do this and men just have to walk away and take this. But it should never be a point where your weapon should be drawn or pointed at your female. If there's any more work to come out, man, that can counteract what this is, but Dino, it look like you cook, shorty. It look like you cook. Shorty put them 1-2s on YouTube. It look like you cook, though, man. I pray for a speedy recovery for that girl, and I hope that she comes to the realization and realize that, hey, because you're gonna lose a lot of support. But I hope you stay strong. You know, the TikTokers, your fans or your supporters are gonna continue to bash you out of love, though. They're gonna continue to, every time you get online, they're gonna continue to have negative comments about you, but it's out of pure love. I think people just want to see the best for you. When people really buy into the person that they are, they only really want to see the best for you. And this story doesn't make it any better because it's like, hey, you're dealing with an animal at this point in their eyes, though. But Dino and Xavier, bro, y'all bogus for that, though. Somebody should have tried to defuse this situation, not sit there and let them kick and fight each other. You should have, soon as he said when he was looking for his weapon, you should have been looking for it just as fast as he was, bro. But if y'all made it to this part of this video, bro, make sure you comment how far you made it and then subscribe to the channel, gang. I'll see y'all in the next video.